Hello everyone, welcome back to the weekly forex analysis. Let's get going and start off with the DXY. And last week, if you remember, we expected DXY to reach this level here, this fair value gap area that we have highlighted, and then push back up to take this top again and create a new higher high inside this area. So as you can see, the analysis was spot on. In the coming week, we expect here a consolidation and then one more push towards the upside. We have here a nice level that we have to take into consideration, which has a lot of liquidity. So I'm expecting the price to make a new higher high here in the bigger picture. So as you can see, we have this wave up followed by this consolidation and this start here for the third wave up, which in my opinion will soon break this level here and create a new higher high inside this level. Okay, so in the coming week, I expect here a consolidation, one more push up, and in the worst case scenario, this consolidation could be a bit deeper and hit this trend line before going back up. So keep an eye out on these two scenarios. EURUSD. For this one, our analysis was spot on as well. We were expecting the price to hit this order block level, and you can check that out in our previous analysis. You can find it in the link in the video description below. And afterwards, we were expecting the price to drop and reach the second order block level that we have highlighted here. So this was almost 100 pips towards the downside, 98 pips to be more exact. And in the coming week, I expect here EURUSD to make a consolidation, a pullback, and then one more drop. I'm expecting here the price to continue to lose momentum, and at some point in the near future, we'll take out this level here, okay? So keep an eye out on this pullback, and if you get a setup, a reaction, and then a setup, then you can go and trade it towards the downside. Pound USD, for this one last week, we're expecting the price to hit this fair value gap level and then drop, but as you can see, the price is still in this range. It's creating a deeper range. In the coming week, I'm expecting here the price to eventually drop to take out this low, but we have to wait and see first to see if we'll get a pullback towards this fair value gap level, if we fill it, or if we get towards this trend line before pushing back down. This is a strong possibility, but also the price could drop from the current levels, which means that we don't have any setup to trade it, because as you can see, the price here is pretty messy. So the best way things could unfold for us is that the price will push back up towards this fair value gap area and then push back down to take out this low. Dollar yen, this one is still consolidated as expected last week. We're expecting two kinds of consolidations. First one was a small pullback here and then one more push up, and the second one was a deeper drop towards this fair value gap level and then a continuation towards the upside. So as you can see, the price is in the same spot that it was last week. And in the coming week, I'm expecting this consolidation to finish at some point, and then we should see another move towards the upside. So you can see here these arrows. These are the waves that I'm expecting to occur. There's a possibility that the correction could be a bit smaller and then push the price back up, but if that happens, we won't have any setup, okay? Australian dollar versus the US dollar. As you can see from my drawings on the chart, this was the scenario that we expected last week. We were expecting the price to continue to pull back and then drop at some point. We were expecting this target to get hit. We almost got it, but the price started to pull back again, and it's developing into a messy structure, but I'm expecting this pullback to finish and then continue its way down. So in the coming week, I'm expecting here the price to finish this consolidation, maybe a bit higher, and then head towards this target level that we have, and possibly the second one that I'm highlighting right now. New Zealand USD, this one dropped as we expected last week. We were expecting a consolidation towards the trend line. It didn't happen. We just got a smaller one and then the price dropped. And in the coming week, I'm expecting here the price to reach this trend line and then drop one more time, taking out this low. USDCAD, this one is moving accordingly. We have a consolidation here. We also have equal highs sitting above, which means that the price at some point will go on and collect the liquidity from that level, as you can see from the arrow that I have on the screen. The worst case scenario that can happen is that the price could drop again towards the trend line and then push back up. In other way, this could start going back up from here in a slow and messy manner, eventually taking out this top. Dollar Swiss franc, we were expecting this one from last week to increase. We had this consolidation, and now the price is making another pullback, and personally I would wait here for the price to drop a bit more before engaging into any buy setups. Overall, the trend is strong towards the upside. This could also make a higher high from this level as we speak, but for me personally, I would like to see a drop towards the trend line and then one more push towards the upside. We also have a fair value gap level sitting here, so keep an eye out on this possibility here before the price goes back up. So if that happens, you'll get a nice trade setup from here. If not, let it go up, break the top, and then wait for another pullback to see if you get a setup. Pound yen, this one is still consolidating from last week. We're expecting one more drop here and then another push back up. And as you can see, the price is still in the same area. Next week, I'm expecting the price to continue to drop slow and steady towards this trend line and then push back up. If the price decides to go up from here, we have to wait for a break of structure first, and then we will take our chances with this buy setup. Gold, this one, we had two scenarios, as you can see from the arrows that I have on the screen. First one was that the price would consolidate here and then it will push back up to take out this top. And the one that I would prefer to see was the price heading towards this order block level and then giving us a reaction towards the upside. This would have been a better risk to reward. Unfortunately, we didn't got this trade towards the upside, but our analysis was correct in terms of direction. So in the coming week, I'm expecting gold here to make a pullback and then one more move towards the upside. Silver, for this one, we're expecting the price to hit this liquidity level that we have highlighted here. The price is still consolidating compared to last week, but the way things are looking right now, I can see this one heading towards this top, and that means that in the coming week we should see a drop, a small consolidation, and then we should start to go back and take out this top to create a new higher high inside this area. For oil, we are still in the same spot. We didn't broke out of this level here. We have to wait for the price to give us a reaction above and then a consolidation, a pullback before going into any trades. And as I was saying in the past couple of months, as long as the price is below this area here, we won't trade it because it could make a messy pattern here. Even though this looks good to trade, I won't encourage you guys. I would prefer to wait for the price to go up, then give us a pullback and then to wait for our reaction, because this has a lot of potential to go up and we will not miss this trade. And even if the price starts to go up from here sharply, at some point it has to pull back and then we will get our trade in a good risk to reward. I can see the price heading towards the $90 level and possibly towards the 95 and 100 level in the medium to long term. So as I was saying, wait for a breakout, then a consolidation, and this would be your trade towards the upside. Natural gas, this one is still in the same spot that it was last week. It is consolidating here inside this big whole range. As things stand, we don't have too much information on it and the direction this could go, but on a personal note, I'm expecting this one here to slow and steady gather some bullish momentum, push back up, take out this top. But I won't advise you guys to trade this. I won't trade it as well because I would like to see here a bit more candles and to have a bit more info on the chart and on the pattern that is creating. So the way things are looking, I advise you guys to be a bit patient and avoid trading natural gas this week. Let's wait for a few more candles here, a few more swings to develop before considering any trades, okay? So bear in mind what I was saying. This could go both ways. This could come back up here, but at the same time, this could continue to drop and create a messy structure as we speak. S&P 500, this one keeps going up. We were expecting last week, as you can see from these drawings here, the price to pull back towards this trend line and then make a new higher high. So as you can see, the price made a small consolidation and it came back up and slightly broke the top. And in the coming week, I'm expecting S&P to continue its way up. But for me to take into consideration a trade setup, I like to see it going towards this trend line first, and then we shall see if we get a setup, okay? NASDAQ, similar. This one is consolidating. As you can see, we have this sharp impulse up, followed by this consolidation here. The price moves sideways, and I'm expecting a bullish wave to happen soon. So this one could drop one more time and then push back up to create a new higher high and also an all-time high. And in the worst case scenario, I can see this dropping a bit deeper towards this fair value gap level that we have highlighted here before pushing back up. So take into consideration these two scenarios, but for me personally, I think the first scenario will come into play, which is this one with the price to drop, take out this low again, fill this fair value gap area, and then look for a buy setup to take the price and break this previous top, okay? Bitcoin, this one is moving accordingly. Last week we broke the first target that we had. We slightly broke it and then the price pulled back. I wasn't sure at that time that this will continue to go up from here. I was also considering the possibility that this could drop from here one more time before pushing back up. But as things stand, the price reversed from this level and now is making a sideways move, which will push the price eventually back up, pull back, and another wave up to create a new all-time high. Ether, this one looks better if you want to trade it, so keep this in mind. From a swing point of view, Bitcoin compared to Ether was at this level compared to the bearish swing. So As you can see, Ether here is at less than 50% retracement from this swing, which means that if this gives us a buy setup and it happens as we speak, most likely we'll get a better risk to reward because the price structure wise is below Bitcoin, so it has a lot of room to go back up to take out this top. So keep an eye out on this consolidation. When it's finished, don't hesitate to buy it. If you want to be a bit more cautious, wait for this second breakout area that I have highlighted here to be broken, and then wait for a pullback, and then you can go with your trade towards the upside to take out this top. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel. And if you have any other requests for any other instruments that you'd like us to cover in the future, hit the comment section below, leave us your pair, and we'll add them to our watch list. So with that being said, don't forget to trade with care. I wish you guys a happy trading week ahead, and see you on the next one.